friends, welcome back. Today we are doing a journal with me in this journal, which I think I've used once before on here, but it's basically where I clean my brushes. I don't like wasting paint, so I just randomly choose a page and wipe off my brush. This one I did here, I think. Yeah, this one I did here, and I'll link it up here so that you guys can watch it if you haven't. But it's a mix of inks and paints, cut-offs from when I fussy cut images. I put the backgrounds, like the scraps, on here. I think this is like the only finished one besides the one I did on YouTube that I have in here, but everything else is just very experimental and loose and fun. And I wanted to try and do another full spread in here, so I'm just kind of showing you what this is. I do also do swatches in here. So I'm going to choose this pink and blue background as the one we will use in this video, because I just really like the way the ink overlaid over that blue watercolor. The ink is the hot pink. So I have some scraps too that my sister left from when we had our last journal date here, so I'm going to use some of those. I also have some supplies that were already on my desk. I had filmed a video for my patrons, and I'm just trying to keep this loose. I'm not trying to like really curate that much, you know. Maybe later, if an idea sparks, then I might go for something specific, but for now we're just going to use whatever is available to me currently. So straight away, this rabbit silhouette caught my eye. I just thought it would be cool to see some of that ink and watercolor come through. And if you're new to the channel, then you won't know, so I'll tell you that I print on sticker paper, so I really super hate to waste that. So I try to use any kind of scraps left over from any work that I'm doing in something else. And so here I'm just cutting the silhouette to be a bit thinner and not so square, so that we can see even more of that background. Okay, so we are already looking super cute. We only added just like this bunny and it's already looking great. So I'm just gonna stick him down, and then I had a sketch pencil sitting on my desk, and I thought, why not just create like just some free form squiggly lines, you know, not really thinking about it holding the pencil super high up so I don't have as much control over it, and just letting it do whatever. Then with the red side of the pencil, I'm just going back in and just making some scratchy marks in the white parts of the journaling spread, just to kind of fill up space and just add some interest. And now that we have that bunny on the left, the right side is looking kind of plain, so I just went through the scraps that I had laying down, and I found this person who I guess is sitting somewhere, but I thought it would be cool to just cut her into a little circle, or what's that, an oval, and just add her to the side just so that we can have like another life form on that side. And then I found this other piece. This is actually like my childhood living room, and the vase that you're seeing there I still have in my patio. It's with my plants, which I keep meaning to show you. So if you want to stick around till the end, I will add a little plant montage at the end. So I felt like we have some similar shapes going on here, so I'm just cutting that space a bit wider so that it's a better fit between the image of the person and the other cutout that I'm going to stick down. I also have these star stickers here. I'm already leaning towards cool in the journal spread, so I'm going to use the gold ones These star stickers have been around for the longest time. I can't tell you how much use I've gotten out of them, and they were so cheap. I found them on Amazon. I'm going to fill that negative space inside the bunny shape with some stars and make him magical, because after all, that's what we're here for, right? Make things magical. So that's really all I'm gonna do here, and then we'll move on to the next step. So here's where the story comes together for me. This is giving me major Alice in Wonderland vibes, probably because of the rabbit. But I thought, how cool would it be if this person is looking through the looking glass and everything is upside down, but she also sees that rabbit. So I'm going to break out my silver paint along with some silver glitter, because this paint isn't the best quality. It's supposed to be metallic. As you can see, it is going on so transparent. It will take literal like layers and layers upon layers to get an effect where it's mirror-like. So we're not even going to attempt that. I'm just going to swirl on some paint and just work slowly. I just need the effect of silver. Like, I'm not even looking for like an actual mirror effect. Like, even if it's kind of swirly, that's even better, because it's like a magical mirror. So that's all we're doing here. And then once I'm done sort of getting this layer to the right consistency, then we'll move on to the next step. But as you saw there too, I'm gonna clean my fingers on the rest of the journal spread, because why not? So here we are. I think I'm done adding any more layers here. I'm satisfied with the coverage. I know some of the pink is showing through, but I don't mind it. It kind of has like a smoky mirror type effect, so I'm happy with it. I'm gonna let this fully dry, and we're gonna move on to this journaling card here. I made something similar in the last video. They were just a lot more pastel-like. They were like a pastel metallic. I'll link it here. But I'm going to cover the background or the back part of this journaling card, because the index card lines aren't great to look at, and I feel like they mess with the whole vibe that I'm going for now with this Alice in Wonderland. So using this like shift paint to cover the entirety of this card. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to kind of scratch into the paint to mimic writing. Well, it's not mimicking writing, it's actually me writing whatever my intention, prayer, manifestation, spell, whatever you want to call it, to the back of this card. And then I'm using my fingers, and so any excess I'm just kind of tapping it onto the actual spread. So here I'm using the back of my paint spatula to just write whatever. It's kind of hard with this because the index card is not very thick, so as I'm like scratching the paint, it's lifting up like some of the fiber from the index card, but it's got like a grungy effect, and I'm kind of liking it. I think it fits well with this Wonderland vibe that we've got going on here. So now we are going into the glitter. This is all dry now, and I'm just going to focus on the like middle, like right where I painted the silver. It's the only place I will be putting glitter, even though I really wanted to spread it everywhere. I'm not gonna lie, I love this glitter. It's got like, it's like little bubbles to me. That's what it looks like. But yeah, I'm gonna control myself this time, but I will be putting it on the journaling card later. And would you look at that shift? Anywho, this is what I was talking about. Yeah, it's going on all over. Why did I decide to do this? I don't know. I just felt like this silver glitter would look super pretty against this sort of holographic purple. So that's what I'm gonna do. I always tell you guys, just do what feels right and do what's fun, and don't hold back. Just go for it. If that's what you want to do, if that's where your heart is going, spread that glitter everywhere. Okay, so here we are. Everything is dry. I really love the effect of that glitter. Oh my god, look at this. It is so magical. I forgot to tell you that the reason I picked this card specifically is because it has like those weird jellyfish, and I feel like it's something that she would find in Wonderland. So I'm just adding a few finishing touches. I'm going to tape in that journaling card, and that's gonna be it. So I'll probably time lapse the rest of this. I want to thank you so much for stopping by. I love you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. But also stay tuned to the very end if you absolutely must see my plants. Okay, bye.